Hello and welcome to Can a Noob have the best start in Fallout 4? So first off, let me give you a little bit of context. I have never played any Fallout games, so this is gonna be a little bit of an experience, especially considering again, I have not played these games. It is I'm a fish out of water here. I did play a little bit of Fallout 3, but I offed someone in Yucatan as soon as I got there, and for some reason all my saves got ruined by that. So, I mean, here I am playing Fallout 4, having like 2 hours of experience in Fallout 3. I don't even know how Fallout 3 works to begin with. Anyways, I'm not gonna bore you with this part. I'm gonna skip ahead. That's the character that I ended up making, and this is the first time I ever played this game, so I didn't know what to do here. I was exploring a little bit, but yeah, I'm gonna skip again to the character, here. So as far as I'm aware, to have the best start, which is gonna use a few exploits, I'm gonna need a lot of intelligence, and I believe a lot of charisma. I don't know if it's correct to say charisma in English, but it's basically the one that allows you to have some speech checks, pretty much, right? So I speak to somebody, if I have a lot of charisma, I can just not have any problems, right? And the game begins. This is definitely one of the better scenes from the video, with the whole explosion.
Oh mio Dio!
Super nice. I understand a lot of you guys have already fully experienced this part of the game, but it's a first for me, so I just felt like I needed to leave it in there. Anyhow, we get to be inside of the vault, and they steal our kids. Like, dang. Such a messed up thing to do. By the way, I know this sounds weird, but by the time I'm recording this, I already finished the game. Like, it's been 3 weeks since I've recorded this stuff, and I'm gonna get that guy. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna make him pay for everything he's done to me and to my wife. But yeah, basically this is where it really starts. And let me tell you, it was a struggle for me. I'm not gonna show you a whole lot of it, but it was very complicated for me to get out of the vault. Man, those cockroaches are really something. By the way, I'm playing on hard difficulty, so that's why, I mean, even though it's not particularly hard for some of you guys, to me this is the first time I'm playing on hard difficulty. Anyhow, following a guide, I was able to find the best loot in this area. Although, honestly, having played the entire game now, I feel like I should have just picked up everything I could have. I mean, I was gonna just put it down in Sanctuary anyways, it didn't really matter. But, you know, I pick up these blood leaves, which I guarantee you, I still haven't used them. I've played the entire game, I still haven't used them. I don't know how to do a single recipe on the camp station. I mean, obviously I do know how to make them, because it's not complicated, you just have to click on them, but like I haven't used them a single time. Again, I'm playing on hard difficulty, not on survival, so you know, as soon as I got used to how everything works and being completely overpowered thanks to this start, which you're gonna see in a second, how overpowered I got. Yeah, I guess I didn't really need the camp station. Here I just explored Sanctuary a little bit, and I'm going to drop everything that I have. There is a very particular exploit that you can use to, I don't know, like, I'm not exactly sure how it works. I'm gonna show you in a second, but I need my gun, and I need to rename it. Yeah, I need to make sure that I can do a modification, and unfortunately I wasn't able to do it, so I'm gonna spend the next like hour scrapping everything here in Sanctuary. Here I basically learned how to open up saves, and this was complicated. I'm pretty sure I had to use a couple of save files because I just broke all of my bobby pins on some master level save. Then I realized I could have just scrapped the save and all of the contents were automatically like moved to my... And this is very important, I'm gonna stop talking. I don't know if you saw what happened there, but basically I picked up a book and that book gave me a stat point. And this is like a unique stat point. You cannot get these stat points pretty much any other way. Like you can leveling up, but picking up that book pretty much just skips the whole level up steps. So it's really overpowered. And with the gun that I have on me, we can do a little trick where you can use the book again and again and again. Like, because it's one time only, of course. It would be crazy to allow it to use multiple times. By the way, I'm saving there, but I should have saved before picking the book up. It wasn't too bad though. Now I'm renaming the gun to the first letter of the name of the book, because I don't know, it works like that. The trick works like that. Now I'm saving just to make sure. And now I am starting a bit of a journey in trying to do this trick. I still don't know exactly how the tricks works, but pretty much what you do is that you try to modify the gun so that I don't know, it kinda gets scrapped, but you're also starting a modification at the same time, and somehow this makes it so the next closest item in name to the gun becomes the gun. So the only other item that I have on myself is the special book, and so the special book becomes a gun, but it's still a special book. And so what happens is that it pretty much becomes an item that you can manipulate in the game. And once you can manipulate the item, you can do, I don't know, interesting stuff, I guess. And as you can see, it took me a long time. This is like times 10 speed. It was a whole process. And I scrapped it a few times, yes. It didn't work. Yes, now it's working. You see the special book, but I can make the modifications. And here I was constantly checking like the tutorial on how to do this. I must have made some mistake there, that's why I reset it. But yeah, the reason sometimes I just stop moving and stop doing everything is because I'm going back to YouTube to check the tutorial and understand a little bit how this works. And I don't know why I reset it the first time, but I guess maybe it worked correctly, or better the second time. No, I don't really remember. But the thing now is that this book, what I can do with it, I'm gonna show you in a second, is I can do this little trick where I pick it up and scrap it at the same time. I'm gonna show you a different footage because I kinda lost all the footage of me trying to do this trick. It kinda, I don't know why, I just lost it. I lost like 4 hours of footage, just to be clear. That it was a long piece of footage where I just did this trick over and over and over and over again to reach 10 points on every single aspect. You're gonna see in a second. So yeah, this is the new footage. This is what you're trying to do. Scrap and pick up the book at the same time, and it kinda does that weird menu thing, this one, where you have 2 menus at the same time. Right there, very unlucky, because I did it twice without actually picking up the book. And then what you do is that you drop the book, and when you pick it up from there, it works again. Now the reason that the screen is becoming kinda black here is because I used a trick where I went to sit on a chair for 2 days like this, like I'm showing you right now. This actually happened before the piece of footage that I just showed you. And what happens in survival mode after 2 days without going to sleep, is that you get negative effects. So by this point I had all of my stats at 10. I was like super overpowered already. But going to sleep drops all of my stats back down. And so what I can do at that point is pick up the book again and raise my stats again. And so I go above 10, which is the maximum limit. Like the highest you can go is 10. You can see those symbols on the bottom right corner. There was a green symbol, so I thought maybe I'm gonna do a few more hours and get all the symbols red. And you're gonna see in just a second that once you've stayed awake a long enough time, even though all of my stats were supposed, now they're all red, just a few more hours just to be sure, even though I think it was a really bad idea to do even more hours. Probably shouldn't have done it, because you start actually receiving damage from lack of sleep. And so I didn't realize this, but I started, you can see my HP is already down. But all my stats, they should all be 10 right now. But as you can see, I have Constitution 1, Luck 2, Strength 6, Perception 3. Like, they're not as high as they were literally minutes before. And now they're even lower because I slept some more. Problem is, again, I did not have enough food or stem packs to do this. So I actually should have, like explored a little bit before doing this. And then, back to doing the trick, trying to make the book so that I can pick it up like that. And I'm pretty sure... Well, it doesn't matter. Yeah, okay. Yeah, look at that. Now that's brutal. This is a freeze frame, I think, that I made. But as you can see, strength 16, perception 17, constitution 20, charisma 15, intelligence 18, agility 14, fortune 17. Those are some insane stats if you consider the fact that the maximum amount is 10 for each of those. My lowest one is 14. It's 4 points above the like maximum possible. And I could have gone farther up, like to 20 on all stats, but I needed camps, which at this point in the run I just had no clue how to get. Now what we're doing is we are trying to get insanely rich. Now we are insanely strong and we want to get insanely rich. What we are gonna do is we are gonna take a bar of gold and we are gonna again scrap it and store it at the same time. And because in this game gold is made of gold, both scrapping and picking up give you just gold, and so you are doubling the gold, right? You are scrapping so you get 10 gold, and you're picking up so you get 10 gold, and because you're doing the both of those at the same time, you now have 20 gold. What I did here is that I scrapped not a piece of gold but a gold bar, so it gave me back the gold bar and it gave me the 10 pieces of gold. That's why I only have 10 instead of 20. But now we are scrapping the 10 pieces of gold, and so it's gonna get me 20 pieces of gold, and basically we're gonna just double the gold for infinity and beyond, right? Actually not, there's a cap. You can at most have like 99,999 of an item, so we're gonna get like 90,000 gold. After getting the 90,000 gold, we're gonna get 90,000 iron, and we're gonna do another trick to gain levels and get even more powerful. Like we're gonna be absolutely invincible at this point. Rich, powerful, and we're gonna have all of the abilities in the game because we're gonna have a super high level. So as you can see, I spared you the part where I duplicated the iron. I actually lost it. Like I lost all of the footage of the duplication of the iron. I do have the gold one, but I mean it would make no sense to just show you because it took me like half an hour of just pressing 2 buttons. And so what we can do with all of that iron is just build continuously some shelves. And the thing about shelves is that you can stack them up. So we can build like 1,000,000 right there. As you can see, we have 34,000. And so we can build all 34,000 of those in the exact same spot. The only reason I didn't build them all in the same spot is because I thought, I mean, it's not a smart idea, right? Like my PC is gonna blow up. So I would build some and then destroy them. And so, yeah, I mean, you keep doing this until you're high level enough. This is extremely boring, and I was already like 8 hours in at this point. So I only got to like level 30 or something. But I'm gonna show you in a second what I did after exploring a little bit. So this is... And finally, I'm done. I have reached the level that I wanted to. I used a different method, building statues, which grant you more XP. And basically this is what I did. I went in the building mode. What is it? decorations, statues, and then I did that. I made a macro. And I have, well, everything. This is a maxed out power armor. These are endgame things. These are villagers, I guess. And my trading area, and and all my power armors. I have more than this. I have them in other settlements as well. But yeah, that's how you become the strongest noob. Of course I didn't get to level 200 starting right off, but I did get to about level like 50 or something, so I started off really strong the first time ever that I got left the village. I went for my dog, and then for a fusion core somewhere over there. I was already very strong and basically immortal. So I'm gonna be playing Portals next. I'm gonna be playing the entire game and hopefully making it in one single video, but probably a couple. I know it's not a long game, but I hope to see you all there. Hello, Sturgis. My god, I want to do that so much. Anyhow, bye bye. And yeah, that's how this whole thing ends. Goodbye, everybody. If you want to beat the game by yourself and become the most overpowered noob you can be, you can follow ESO tutorial. ESO is a YouTuber on YouTube that has a bunch of Fallout stuff, among which various tutorials on how to get a lot of things. His name is ESO, and I mean I followed his tutorial and various of his tutorials to get all of my weapons and all of my stuff. So good luck, have fun, and 10 out of 10 game, even in 2025.